Tunguska 1908. True story of Siberia's terrifying unsolved explosion. Imagine a quiet morning in the vast, untouched wilderness of Siberia, where the air is crisp and the forests stretch endlessly. Suddenly, the sky ignites with a blinding flash, brighter than the sun, followed by a deafening roar that shakes the earth. Trees snap like matchsticks, a shockwave flattens miles of forest, and a fiery blast scorches the land, felt hundreds of miles away. This isn't a scene from a sci-fi movie, it's the Tunguska event, a historical enigma that rocked Russia on June 30, 1908, leaving a scar on the planet and a mystery that haunts us to this day. What caused this catastrophic explosion, powerful enough to rival a nuclear bomb, yet left no crater or clear culprit? Was it a meteor, a comet, or something stranger, perhaps extraterrestrial or supernatural? Welcome to one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in history, a true crime-like saga of nature's fury and cosmic intrigue. Settle in because we're diving into the Tunguska event, a chilling tale that blends science, speculation, and the eerie unknown, perfect for fans of unsolved mysteries and BuzzFeed Unsolved. Let's journey to Siberia's heart, where the truth lies buried in the ashes of a century-old cataclysm. This isn't just a story of destruction, it's a puzzle that challenges our understanding of the universe, a historical enigma that grips the imagination. For every clue we uncover, the Tunguska event deepens, pulling us into a web of theories from asteroids to alien tech. What force leveled 80 million trees yet spared human lives? As we unravel this unsolved mystery, I'll guide you through eyewitness accounts, scientific quests, and the wild ideas that keep this explosion alive in our collective curiosity. So brace yourself for a journey into the unknown, where the Tunguska event stands as a testament to the mysteries that still defy us. On the morning of June 30, 1908, at around 7:14 a.m., the remote Tunguska region of Siberia, near the stony Tunguska River, became the epicenter of one of history's most baffling events. The area, sparsely populated by Evenki reindeer herders and Russian traders, was a pristine wilderness of pine and larch forests, untouched by modern civilization. Without warning, a brilliant fireball tore across the sky, described by witnesses as a second sun. Seconds later, a colossal explosion unleashed a shockwave that flattened 830 square miles of forest roughly the size of a major city, knocking down 80 million trees in a radial pattern, their trunks pointing away from the blast center. The energy release, estimated at 10 to 15 megatons, was 1,000 times stronger than the Hiroshima bomb, yet no crater was found. Heat scorched the land, igniting fires, and the blast's roar was heard 500 miles away. In Krasnoyarsk, 400 miles south, windows shattered, and people were thrown to the ground. This was the Tunguska event, an unsolved mystery that stunned the world and sparked a century of debate. Eyewitness accounts paint a vivid, terrifying picture. Semyon Semyonov, an Evenki farmer 40 miles from the epicenter, told investigators in 1926 he saw a huge fireball that covered an enormous part of the sky. Sitting on his porch, he felt his shirt burn as the blast heat singed his skin, and the shockwave hurled him off his chair. Chuchan, another Evenki herder, described reindeer flying through the air as trees fell like dominoes, and his hut's roof collapsed. In Vanavara, 40 miles away, trader Sergei Onkow reported a pillar of fire, followed by a sound like artillery, knocking him unconscious. Remarkably, no human deaths were recorded, likely due to the region's isolation, but the devastation was apocalyptic. These accounts, preserved in Russian archives and shared on the Unexplained Files, grip true crime fans with their raw, human terror, evoking a disaster that feels both natural and otherworldly. The global impact was immediate. Seismic stations in Irkutsk, 550 miles away, registered tremors equivalent to a 5.0 earthquake. Barometers in London, 3,000 miles west, detected atmospheric pressure spikes as the blast shockwave circled the globe twice. That night, Europe and Asia saw eerie noctilucent clouds, glowing silver in the twilight, likely from dust hurled into the stratosphere. In Stockholm and St. Petersburg, people read newspapers by midnight's unnatural light, and photographs captured the surreal glow. A 1908 Times of London report noted twilight so brilliant that faces were visible at midnight, sparking panic about an impending apocalypse. These effects, detailed in Nature 1908, make the Tunguska event a historical enigma that feels like a cosmic warning, hooking 18 to 35-year-olds who love BuzzFeed Unsolved's blend of science and mystery. Why did it take so long to investigate? Russia's 1908 turmoil post-Russo-Japanese War. Pre-revolution unrest meant the remote Tunguska region was low priority. World War I and the 1917 Bolshevik Revolution further delayed exploration. It wasn't until 1921 that mineralogist Leonid Kulik, sent by the Soviet Academy of Sciences to hunt meteorites, heard locals' tales of the fire from the sky. Intrigued, Kulik led the first expedition in 1927, expecting a massive crater like Arizona's Meteor Crater. Instead, he found a surreal landscape. Miles of flattened trees, their roots charred but no impact scar. At the epicenter near the Great Cauldron Swamp, trees stood upright, stripped bare, like ghostly sentinels. Kulik's team photographed the devastation, finding butterfly-shaped burn patterns and soil anomalies, but no meteor fragments. His 1929 report, published in Doklady Akademiai Nauk SSSR, called it a meteorite airburst, hypothesizing a space rock exploded mid-air. This expedition, detailed in Soviet science, cemented the Tunguska event as an unsolved mystery, a true crime-like quest for a cosmic culprit. What caused the Tunguska event? The leading theory is a meteor or comet airburst. A stony asteroid, 100 to 200 feet wide, or a comet's icy core, traveling 33,500 miles per hour, likely entered Earth's atmosphere, heating to thousands of degrees. Unable to withstand the pressure, it detonated 5 to 10 miles above ground, releasing its energy in a fireball and shockwave. A 2008 Nature study by Mark Boslow used supercomputer models to confirm a 10-megaton airburst could flatten 830 square miles without a crater, matching Tunguska's damage. Comets, like Halley's, contain volatile ices that vaporize explosively, while asteroids, like the 2013 Chelyabinsk meteor, can airburst. Lake Checo, 5 miles from the epicenter, was proposed in 2007 by Italian researchers as an impact crater, but 2016 sonar studies in geomorphology showed it predates 1908. Traces of iridium, a meteoritic element, and shocked quartz, found in 1993 peat samples, support a cosmic origin per planetary and space science. This theory, grounded in science, appeals to true crime fans who love forensic puzzles, but leaves room for doubt. No definitive fragments exist. Paranormal and fringe theories abound, fueling the Tunguska event's mystique. The extraterrestrial hypothesis suggests a UFO crash or alien weapon test. A 1965 Soviet Life article by sci-fi writer Alexander Kazantsev proposed a nuclear-powered alien craft exploded, citing the blast's radiation-like burns and lack of debris. Locals' tales of a flying machine and 1970s expeditions finding magnetic spherules fed this, though a 1980 Icarus study debunked them as terrestrial. The idea persists on X's or /UFOs, drawing parallels to Roswell's 1947 crash, and hooks sci-fi fans raised on Stranger Things. Another theory posits a mini black hole or antimatter collision. Physicist John Wheeler's 1973 Physical Review Letters paper suggested a black hole passing through Earth could cause a Tunguska-like blast, but no exit wound, a second blast, was found. Antimatter annihilating with air was proposed in 1965 by Nature, but CERN experiments show antimatter's rarity in space. These wild ideas, discussed on the confessionals, add supernatural flair to the historical enigma. Geological theories suggest a natural gas explosion. Siberia's coal and methane deposits, per a 1989 Soviet geology study, could have ignited, mimicking a meteor blast. Kimberlite pipes, volcanic conduits, exist near Tunguska, and a 2009 Geochemistry International paper proposed a gas venting event, but no gas vents or seismic precursors were recorded. This explanation, while plausible, lacks the global atmospheric effects of 1908, keeping it less popular. For Reddit's r/unsolved mysteries crowd, it's a grounded but unsatisfying answer compared to cosmic or paranormal tales. Why no crater? Airbursts explain this. Chelyabinsk's 2013 meteor, at 0.5 megatons, left no crater, scattering dust. Tunguska's object, 20 times larger, likely vaporized, leaving microparticles. A 2013 science study found nanodiamonds in Tunguska soil, hinting at a comet's carbon-rich core, but not conclusive. The epicenter's upright trees, per Kulik's 1927 photos, match Hiroshima's telegraph pole effect, where a vertical blast spares central objects. These clues, detailed in Meteoritics and Planetary Science 2010, make an airburst the best fit, but the object's nature, asteroid, comet, or other, remains an unsolved mystery. The Tunguska event's legacy endures. It inspired sci-fi like The X-Files, Tunguska episode, and novels like Icefire, 1998. The 1997 Torino scale, ranking asteroid risks, was shaped by Tunguska, and NASA's 2018 Planetary Defense Strategy cites it as a wake-up call. Annual Asteroid Day on June 30 commemorates it. Per the UN's 2016 resolution, modern searches like a 2020 Russian expedition reported in Izvestia found no new debris, but tree-ring studies in Dendrochronologia 2019 showed stunted growth post-1908, hinting at radiation. The site, now a nature reserve, draws researchers and tourists, though its remoteness 200 miles from Moscow keeps it wild. This historical enigma, covered on Paranormal Caught on Camera, resonates with young listeners who love true crime's forensic depth and supernatural's cosmic wonder. Skeptics argue the mystery is solved. An asteroid airburst, case closed. The lack of fragments is normal. Chelyabinsk's meteor yielded only 0.1% of its mass. Global effects match a high-altitude blast, and nanodiamonds align with comets. But the absence of a smoking gun fragment, unlike the 2008 Sudan meteor, keeps doubt alive. Paranormal tales. UFOs, black holes thrive because Tunguska's scale feels unearthly. A 1-inch to 1,000-year event per Astronomy and Astrophysics, 2011. For fans of lore podcasts, this blend of fact and myth is irresistible. A true crime saga with no perpetrator, only devastation. What was the Tunguska event? Likely an asteroid or comet airburst, but its exact nature eludes us. No crater, no bodies, just a scarred forest and tales of fire in the sky. This unsolved mystery, rooted in 1908's real devastation, challenges our place in the cosmos. Was it a random rock, a warning shot, or something stranger? The Tunguska event stands as a historical enigma, a supernatural puzzle that dares us to look up and wonder what's hurtling toward us next. So, what do you make of the Tunguska event? Was it a rogue asteroid, a comet's fiery end, a UFO crash, or a cosmic anomaly we can't yet fathom? Have you heard a detail about this historical enigma that shifts the puzzle, or felt the chill of another unsolved mystery? This terrifying tale of Siberia's 1908 explosion reminds us that the universe holds secrets too vast to grasp. Where truth burns bright then fades like a fireball. For every flattened tree, the Tunguska event whispers of forces beyond our control. A true crime saga written in the stars. I want to hear your theories. Drop them in the comments. What caused the Tunguska event? Do you lean towards science, extraterrestrials, or something wilder? Share your own cosmic mysteries or insights. If you're hooked on unsolved mysteries, historical enigmas, and true crime like I am, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell. We've got more chilling tales coming, stories of vanishings, cataclysms, and puzzles that will keep you up at night. If you enjoyed this dive into the Tunguska event, give it a like and share it with a friend who loves a good supernatural saga. Until next time, keep your eyes on the sky, because in the world of the Tunguska event, the next mystery might already be falling. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the unknown.